Well, thank you very much for this profound honor. It is truly a pleasure to be here with you today, faculty, staff, trustees, administrators, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and friends, to celebrate this milestone at a university where students, faculty, and staff care so deeply about each other and about the world around them. So congratulations to you, the graduates who are being honored here today, and also to the parents and loved ones who have supported these graduates on their journey and helped them to reach this present moment. Students rarely remember graduation speeches, so I will just say one thing to you today, and I just want to thank Representative McGovern for that great speech, because what I want to talk to you about today is actually troublemaking. I've been both criticized and praised as a troublemaker, and so my comments really are about how I got to be a troublemaker. So here's my advice to you. Don't worry about what you have or have not done in the past 4 years. Try not to worry about whether the choices you made were right or wrong, whether they were the right choices or the best choices. Whatever you did, it is the start of what comes next. Your education has prepared you to go out into the world, to build your lives and the communities in which you will be a part. But don't let your education limit you. Don't worry about whether you were a history major or studied biology or missed out by being a pre-med. Your education is a foundation, and with any foundation, you can build many different kinds of houses. I know. Today, I'm a professor of the history of science, and I can tell you no one grows up saying, when I grow up, I want to be a historian of science. But that's what I am. I study climate science, and I defend climate science. I also study the politics of disinformation, and I work to blunt that disinformation by exposing it for what it is. I work with colleagues in many different fields, as well as with activists, politicians, athletes, and many other different kinds of people to stop the continued use of fossil fuels that are damaging our climate system and threatening our future. For this work, I have been labeled a troublemaker, but I am also being honored here today. But when I was in your place, sitting in that seat, I had no idea that this is what would turn out to be my life's work. I did not in any way anticipate that this is what I would end up doing, that defending climate science and fighting to stop damaging and dangerous climate change would be my vocation. My undergraduate degree was in mining geology. My first job was as an exploration geologist. My graduate training was in earth science, history, and philosophy. I became a historian of science because I was interested in scientific knowledge and the role it plays in our society and in our lives. I became interested in climate science because I realized that it was being misrepresented, and I wanted to know who was representing it, misrepresenting it, and why. And when I learned why, that vested economic interests were trying to confuse us in order to block climate action, I became committed to doing something about it. One thing led to another. One question led to another question. And the answers to some of those questions led to action. We live in anxious times, but you do not need to be anxious about what comes next. Opportunities will present themselves. Many things will happen that you neither planned nor anticipated. But if you keep your eyes open, and if you make your decisions not based on what you have done in the past, but what you could do in the future, good things will come your way, and you will get into good trouble. Good luck and Godspeed.